Okay, well, there we go. Let's dial it back down by like maybe roughly 5.6 decibels. And then we got to get the game running again. Have some time to play some games. So I'm gonna take that time to like do whatever. Now, before I continue with this goddamn story, we gotta go ahead and figure out what I can do. Okay, I think that's about it. I don't even think originally when I streamed on this version or this way, I was actually getting any audio in here anyways. Because there wasn't an actual audio channel for the microphone. So, it's kind of like that. Right now I'm feeling sort of like crap right now. And I'm feeling very exhausted when I shouldn't be. Okay, we're continuing on Ada's. Ada!
I'd be happy to help if I can. Looking to lighten your load?
We're continuing on Ada's story. Which I need to check the data again. Okay, we're going to the Mechanist's butt cheeks lair. Wherever that is. I'm going to the Easy City Downs. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Well. Alright, young lady, we're over here at the airport from the Easy City Downs of Diarrhea Town 9000. I forgot I already unlocked the airport or whatever, but it drew a total blank. Just grab that. There's a combination wrench right here, a couple of dirty trays, we'll grab these. Why not? We'll even take that cooking pot. Or all resources associated with it. Nuka-Cola and a gourd. Yes, please. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the stream on this device. This mobile device. I'm actually falling the hell asleep, for those of you who are wondering. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the stream on. So if you're wondering, am I gonna stay conscious? Yeah, probably for a little while. Just like genuinely tired. This is something I actually can't help, for those of you also wondering. The level of exhaustion I have is rather robustly large, so compared to the average function, this would be sort of, I don't know, mediocre for me. Okay, so somewhere is over there is my objective, I think. I guess it would be this back door entrance. Let me check this. Nope, don't need no basketball. Well, actually maybe, because I'm probably low on rubber back at the base. There, no cigarettes in here. The bones can stay there because I don't really use any kind of like bone-based weapons. Completely pointless to have the bone-based weapons anyways. Hey, Ada. Okay, got my little robot with me. Gonna pick up a metal bucket. Stand is practically right there. There's a teddy bear in there, but that only counts as cotton and fabric-based products. I guess this entire building here is the building I should be going to. Hey, Miss Ada, I'm over here. Yeah, it's over here. Your pathing is quite dog shit right now. They sure are. I'm over here, Ada. I guess we're going to the front door. Could go through the back door, but nope. We're going to the front door. If she's too far away, she won't immediately snap to my location like dog meat does. So she'll end up outside, continuously walking into a wall if I don't exactly go back to pick her up. Where dog meat, on the other hand, will magically appear next to me all the time. Now don't quote me on this because I'm actually falling asleep as we speak. Running low on power again, and I need to recharge, but unfortunately due to technical difficulties, I'm unable to. Data processing, even when you're sleeping, is rather time-consumptuous and energy-absorbing. A computational computing unit is kind of pretty much how I keep myself awake 60% of the time. The remaining percent of the time, I'm usually unconscious, but very conscious, and seeing everything. So I don't really have much of an option. Now, I have retarded relatives, and I will say retarded relatives, who think I'm under the influence of drugs, but unfortunately for them, I'm not. I just see a lot of things without needing to be present, and due to these subsequential standards, I know more than I probably should in this world. And I always put it up on the internet, sort of pinned up where everybody can see it.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know. I'm glad my intakes have a dust filter.
Oh, loot whatever you gotta loot. The Robco Model 601 E601 terminal is a new streamlined terminal for business-minded individuals. You'll be sure to climb the corporate ladder by staying organized and on the ball with our state-of-the-art calendar, contact manager, and messenger system. Examples below show you some of the customizations and details of E601 is capable of. Our daily literally pull directly from your messages and calendar. It particularly generates itself. Budget meeting at 9 p.m. Summary, 4-quarter review. Attenders, CFO, VP Accounting, and VP Sales. Business lunch with Operation Management. Board meeting for global merger. Summary, benefits of global expansion. Attendees, CFO, COO, and CTO. Keep track of significant dates with our customizable calendar and never forget a birthday or anniversary again. October, anniversary. October 2nd, anniversary. Dentist appointment on the 18th. Jerry Adams' birthday. Halloween party. Yeah, November, doctor's appointment. And November 25th, Rapesgiving. Alright, no thanks there, kids. I'm not gonna educate you on that BS. A. Adams Jerry telephone number is 123-456-7890. Address is 123 Street, Quintree, MA 12345. Occupation engineer at Mass Fusion. Relation client. Notes. Wife is Lisa Adams or Ilsa Adams. Boy and girl Thomas and Mandy Adams. Lee Veronica, telephone 123-456-7890. 123 Street, Cambridge, MA 12345. Oh man, look at all of these things. General Atomics International, relation, work colleague, birthday, 4th, 13th on operational year 2060. Recently engaged, 2 dogs, allergic to diarrhea. Extremely professional and dislikes small talk. Oh boy. Mark Kim Jong-un from Albert Cunningham, related to Abraham Lincoln. Sent October 2nd, 2077 at 8:27 a.m. Status opened October 12th, 2077 at 8:33 a.m. Subject: Halloween. Yes, our terminals are absolute dog shit. Our Robco RX 900 terminal system, or 9000. The future of gaming has arrived. Impress your friends with the new Robco RX 9000 Diarrhea. This terminal features an upgraded processor and cutting-edge graphics. Unlike any other terminal on the market, please say as a sales associate for compatible game demo holotape. Oh yeah. You know what it's capable of loading? Nothing, because this thing probably only has a 128 kilobit encryption. The Robco RX 6550 terminal. Finally, a personalized home computer for the whole family to enjoy. Keep track of your activities, tasks, and maintain privacy by adding passwords to logins. Passwords currently not applied. Mom, retrieving. Error, can't find mom's ass. Them asinine files they looking for ain't gonna be there. Oh, look, a little Timmy. Oh, looks like his web search history was deleted just before mom found out. Oh, let's look at Janie. Looks like those texts between that child that she was talking to, who was around her age. What was his name again? Thomas. All those texts deleted. Can't find them. Oh, well. Well, I guess she takes that Thomas very serious. Well, I guess Timmy better hope he doesn't turn out like her. Segmentation fault. Boot sector invalid. Corrupt. Memory fault. Critical failure. Please contact ROFO certified technician for assistance. The Robco Model E330 is the most reliant client terminal developed. When connected to a Robco brand mainframe, your 33 is capable of error. Stop, multiple errors detected. Man, the ceiling must have really hated this table. It must have hated it enough to crush it. Robco only provides the thickest and finest in all successful wear and tear. The Robco Sales Associates Terminal. Yes. Oh yeah. All staff from Mark Kirkfield, General Manager. As a reminder to all Robco Sales and Service Center employees are to adhere to the following standards of conduct. There will be no tampering with any shipments labeled RB2851. I believe all employees are aware of what our typical shipments look like. Any so-called accidental opening of these shipments will not be tolerated and result in immediate termination, followed by extensive questioning by our friends downstairs, who are going to beat the living shit out of you and chop your arms and legs off if you don't tell them what they want to know. Employees are expected to wear official name tags. Name tags should be highly visible and attached to the top right corner of your uniform. Shirt. Please wear your proper name tag, no swapping. Customer, friends, and family are no longer allowed in the back service area. That means you, Jimmy. Status open. Mr. Terry Sanchez. Mrs. Blanche claims her terminal just suddenly stopped working. She's getting a default error message. Said it started crashing over time and now it won't even try. So much for suddenly. From the look of her, I'm guessing there's about a whole cat's worth of her hair in that terminal. Probably overheating. Resolution, work order in progress. My cat keeps getting stuck in the terminal. Status closed. Kay O'Connor, the Irishman. Miss Sullivan claims that her E601 was connected to her office network, but never sent out any of her intramail. She also said there was some kind of there was a complete failing in the notification system we set up for when purchased. Not sure what the issue is. She says her IT department checked the computer and wasn't sure why it wasn't working, and brought it back here. Threatening to sue our asses into complete poverty and having to eat potatoes for the rest of our damn lives. I guess it really sucks. Screwed up some important meetings for her. Evaluation? P. Benson. Looks like Carmike sabotaged this computer before he quit. I don't know if it was personal or his last hurrah. I think I can see what he did here, but I don't want to make any promises. I recommend replacing the terminal with a new one, so it's guaranteed to be uncompromised. Status closed. Description: Kay O'Connor. Crenshaw is back with his ancient terminal. It's at least 7 years old at this point, crashing when he tries to play Red Menace. Evaluation: Calvin is going to have to cave and buy a new terminal. This old NX12 is only good for writing up documents or playing text-based games at this point. He'd need more memory, which this terminal can't even support. Basically, all new insides or brand new terminal. Take your pick. And as we waste our time hacking into this terminal, just to read the fan mail.
Sweet.
Nothing like grave robbing. Okay. Nobody told you to walk in front of the trap, you fathead idiot. Maybe I should be able to hold up while I trigger all these traps and run for my life like a chicken. Oh, it's a broken terminal. Terminal units have been stopped. Please verify all necessary hardware and software is properly installed. If problem continues, contact the nearest Robco Sales and Service Center immediately for booty assistance. Robco Sales and Service. T. Sanchez, customer Henrietta Blanche. RX 6550 terminal crashes immediately on boot up. Suspected overheating. Evaluation. Entire console needs cleaning. We'll reevaluate once all hardware is liberated from her nasty cat's hair and her frothy diarrhea that you can clearly smell coming off of that person. Yes, I smell what you mean. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the Commonwealth? I can just use the Robco Sales and Service Center key. Yes, Ada. Stealing. Is there a problem? Yes, come here, Ada. I need you to activate this strange device. We're about to break in. The door opens. Oh boy, this guy really went through a lot of trouble to hide his office. Man, this looks like one of those really shitty movie credits openings where it tries to show off a movie that's absolute garbage.
Incoming robot detected. Opening security doors.
Look at these credits. Look at these credits, guys. These credits are amazing. They're doing all this work just so they can open the door and show me nothing.
No vital signs detected. Proceed.
Pretty sure as soon as the alarm trips with my biological ass walking through that door, it's gonna, wow, it's gonna create an issue. Oh, I'll just make sure to steal everything in here. Oh, this poor bastard died here. Hey, get out of here. Oh. Yeah. Need the rubber. Do 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 do. La dee la da da la da dee li di da la da dee la di da. It's probably this decontamination arc.
Nice.
Oh, look, turret control. Nope. Don't need to activate that. But I will activate.
I wonder if people need to use the keyboard. Error. Electrical fault in sensor array. Sensors offline.
No way I'm cracking this.
Take a look at that security office. An Epsilon VI security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Secure your station and await further instructions. All personnel must pass through the decontamination when entering or exiting the facility. All personnel must display a rank 22 at minimum security badge with updated photo ID. Failure will result in immediate security lockup until the person may be questioned and confirmed. Guest must present a signed letter of approval from General Rawlings, an employee point of contact. All guests must display a guest badge with limited access. Guests must be accompanied at all times. Guests found unattended will be held for questioning, and the point of contact will be responsible for their actions. Error. The security protocol database has been corrupted. 4 out of 219 files recovered. Displaying files. Class V counter-espionage procedure. If the facility administrator has probable cause to suspect a breach of security by foreign intelligence operative, including but not limited to Chinese agents or sympathizers, the administrators shall activate the Class V counter-espionage procedure. In the event of a Class V alert, the facility will enter a minimal security lockdown. All staff are to report to their stations and await further instructions from security personnel. Anyone failing to report in an untimely manner or found absent, therefore, shall be considered a suspect and may be shot on sight. Security teams are to escort the members of each department to the research labs on Level 3 for processing. The chief scientist shall prepare a mesmetron-equipped robo-brain to aid in the interrogation process. Due to the experimental nature of this technology, some casualties are to be expected due to spontaneous cranial eruption on the order of 10 to 15%. Should any agents be discovered, the administrator is authorized to subdue them by any means necessary and turn them over to the research staff for experimentation after completing the interrogation process. The administrator may terminate this alert at his discretion. Gamma IX security alert. In the event of the coordinated escape attempt and/or hostile action by test subjects, any Class 1 or Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare a Gamma IX security alert. The Gamma IX security alert will initiate a maximum security lockdown of the research wing and minimal security lockdown elsewhere. Within the research wing, all security and defensive systems will activate. All local and remote terminal functions will be disabled. And all security doors in the cell block areas will be sealed. The facility administrator is advised to treat this alert as a field test opportunity and to deploy all available experimental robots to secure the research wing. Casualties among the test subjects are to be expected. A complete purge is authorized at the administrator's discretion. Security teams are to perform methodical sweep of the research wing before issuing all clear and terminating this alert. The administrator must submit an RM-13 incident report as well as the request for replacing test subjects to the Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Epsilon VI security alert. In the event of a failure in the code conditioning protocol CCP-021, resulting in a mass uprising of robot janitorial staff, see definitions Appendix II. A Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare Epsilon VI security alert if such alert is initiated. All security and defensive systems will be activated, remote terminal functions will be disabled, and the control center will enter an automated lockdown state. The facility staffs are advised to arm themselves and shelter in place. An external review will be conducted by the Military Robotics Oversight Committee, MROC for short, within 10 business days to determine the appropriate course of action. This alert may be terminated 1. By remote authorization from the MROC, 2. By the facility administrator from the master control terminal in the control center. As a failsafe, if the control center has been compromised, a limited manual override can be initiated from the elevator access terminal in security room number 3. Voice print identification of 3 registered Class 2 supervisor level employees is required to activate to override. RB-2851, Security Protocol 219 Omega Protocol. In the event of a confirmed nuclear detonation, the facility's administrator, or in his absence, the highest level supervisor on duty, therefore, after acting administrator shall initiate a temporary lockdown and order all staff to shelter in place. A loss of contact, LOC, with the military chain of command is to be expected after a period of no less than 12 hours from LOC event. The acting administrator shall attempt to reestablish contact. See Emergency Communication Protocol Appendix IX. Any instructions transmitted pursuant to those communications are to be followed and superseded. This protocol. In the event of the communications cannot be reestablished in 24 hours from LOC, the acting administrator shall initiate an orderly shutdown of the facility, and test subjects are to be secured in their cells. Facility staff remaining on site are to delete any sensitive files and records, close down their stations, arm themselves, and collect their personal belongings. If communications have not been reestablished by 30 hours from the LOC, the acting administrator shall activate lockdown mode Omega. This will provide a 10-minute window for staff to evacuate the facility. This evacuation is presumed to be permanent. Once initiated, the lockdown can only be terminated via remote authorization from MROC. Well, looks like I'm in here getting ready to fight the old mechanists.
Yes.
Captain Crazy
Be
Robots.
able to hack this.
Need to get my old terminal skills boosted.
Has used my own technology against me. You may have gained access to my sanctum, but you'll need better skills than that to defeat me.
That guy's gonna blow up. Probably. Maybe not. I think I just picked up what was going through. Well, whatever the case is, I think that guy went a little bonkers. He's like the scourge of the wasteland or blah blah blah. Thinks he can take
Scan
me
this.
on. Look at that right now. See this? Reddit's material. Oh man, those doors were interesting. Alright, now to go ahead and stop recording that real quick. It's like when companies go through a real long way to make credits look like it's a spy movie, and it turns out it's just really shitty. Ooh.
Got it.
There's a ghost to my SpaghettiOs. It's saying, ooh. Oh, I'm carrying too much ass and I can't run.
Hey,
What
Okay.
can I do for you?
Well, I'll give everything to the robot then. There. Since the game is so keen on making sure I'm not carrying any garbage. Okay. Okay. We're coming at you live with Butch Magnus Milosevic. Dude had an invisibility spell. Damn. These dudes are exploding all over the joint. Well, there's only one way to solve this problem. Well, not with that thing. That was a terrible idea. That works. Oh. Yeah, we sure will. How are you on the other side of that? Never mind. I shouldn't be asking something I'm probably not going to understand. I'm going to gather these coffee cups, because why not? A little bit of buckets. Yeah. Ada, get the HE double hockey sticks up out of my way. Oh, poor scientist. He got ripped apart. And he died in a sad corner. Town was filled with zombies and looked like that scientist. He died of boredom. Sure did. Well, if we look around, we might be able to do something real quick. But just in case, we'll hop out the suit real quick and get some health going. Because who else doesn't like you can tell that. Look, I'm not in combat, Holmes. Now let me do this. You boner.
I hope you have additional fusion cores to spare.
Yeah, I got 30. Turret control, you say, huh? Well, we're gonna deactivate that, wherever that is. Oh, hold on, Protectrons, let's see, available units, and, Use personality mode? The fuck is that? I don't know what the hell that was, but it was trying to crawl up my damn fucking foot or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna turn him into subway staff. Alright, there we go.
My apologies.
I couldn't help but activate the sweetheart. Pew pew pew. You know, rad roach meat. Those guys are that thirsty for rad roaches, they can go drink them and eat them themselves. Is there a machine gun turret around here? Or was it this loser hanging from up there? It was probably that loser hanging from up there. Oh, whatever it is, I got my Tesla cannon. Well, you guys relax, just nice and fine. About to give you some good old-fashioned American justice.
Robco Sales and Service seems the perfect innocuous place for a military installation.
No duh. They were obviously working with each other from the beginning and holding each other's
I don't
wings.
think we're alone.
Lead engineer, Thomas Harkin. So far, we're tracking on schedule for the latest RoboBrain milestone. Dr. Asante has assured me that the active pioneer engineers also informed me the latest assembly line adjustments have been completed early.
Yep. Nothing like blowing that dude up. There was really no way around it, so I had to blow him up anyways. Oh yeah, crippling lever action rifle uses 40-70. Allows you. Canned dog food, I'll take that. You never know. There'll be some hard times one of these days. You're gonna need to eat dog food, so you really don't get much of a choice once it ends up at that point.
We may have an enemy nearby.
Yeah, no, I just blew him up. The only guy. Oh, this poor sap died right here. He looked like he died miserably next to his broom that he was working with all his life. Look at that makeshift battery, because they'll come in handy for lead scrap later. Looks like the Mechanist is about to come out with his Mage Ween problems robot. Dude, Ada, get the HE double hockey sticks the hell out of my way. Oh, you need something?
How may I be of service?
Well, you could be of service by stop screwing around. Before I do any of that, I need to go across and see what's up here.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why I'm robbing the joint. Robbing it not just for the usual stuff, but I'm robbing it for everything that I can possibly make money off of. Some of these things I really can't make no money off of, but I am taking some of these things for necessary purposes. Rushing God knows where. Hey, I'm over here, you dummy.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Glad to be of service.
Yeah, no, stop walking to the wall, you brain dead robot. Need to give you as much of this garbo as I can. Because it's all coming back and we're going to drop off most of this material that we have here back home. Fragmentation and cryogenic mine. Okay, we're out of the combat zone, robot lady. I assume she'll magically follow me like an obedient robot. And now that there's no longer any enemies in the combat zone, I can go ahead and scrap all these craptastic weapons I've carried with me all this way. And then maybe take a look at what's on that terminal over there. Yeah, the body finally fell off, so I can look at this terminal in a little bit. Just need to scrap all the crap I carried with me up to this point. Don't need that. I really don't need that either. Oh man, I need to get rid of the stupid harpoon guns. I keep coming across them. They're like the most useless weapon in the universe. I'll tell you right now.
Poetry in motion.
Maybe in the other Fallout universe, like maybe, you know, Fallout 76, the harpoon gun is kind of cool to have around, but it's not really the most reliable pile of garbage on the market. Versus human players, the harpoon gun does a lot of damage. But versus enemies, the harpoon gun does not really stand out from the rest. Maintenance issue, it says after dome implantation, the brain on the above subject started exhibiting physical changes. The subjects turned some kind of modded brown color and started to break down after only 12 hours in the solution. Turns out the biogel was tainted with sulfuric acid runoff from the dome polishing compound, and the reaction was occurring when they met. Unfortunately, this subject was a total loss. We have to just write it off as bad luck and switch polishing compounds immediately. Maintenance issue 9008 or 09008112 AB. We're continuing to have issues maintaining cohesion between the neutral interface and the spinal column nerve endings. The nerves reject the connections faster than we can rebind them. I know we are hoping to keep the spinal columns intact for the robo-brains, but it's obviously not going to happen. I suggest we revert back to the original plan, the good old brain in a jar prototype. It will reduce the amount of life support subsystems significantly, as well as cut production time almost by a third. I'll submit my findings to the brass in Washington tomorrow. We got the first batch of robo-brains back from the testing, and they're a mess. Cracked domes, thrown treads, overloaded fusion piles. Fried circuits, the list goes on. This particular issue is troubling, though, according to field users, some of the robo-brains are misinterpreting commands. The onboard brain seems to almost overthink these instructions and decides to rewrite them for efficiency purposes. Most of the time, this results in a property damage or even a few civilian fatalities. I've gone over it every square inch of the faulty units and I can't find anything wrong with them. They're going to have to send this issue over to the research and see what they can shake out. At least our department is in the clear on this one. One of the robo-brains rolled off the line with a faulty voice module. When it speaks, it's speaking in reverse. This troubled me, so I had to shut down the line for almost 8 hours while I checked the software for issues, then gave the audio output assembler a thorough diagnostic. I didn't find any issues, so I gave the all clear to resume assembly and marked it down as a glitch. I have no idea what would cause such a ridiculous issue, but if you ask me, I think one of the guys upstairs thought it would be funny. Yeah, sure did. Thought it'd be funny to fucking waste billions of dollars of time letting you play with your robots, and then twiddle your thumbs away before they went psycho and killed everybody. Robo-brains consist of human brains that are crammed in jars. What most people don't know is that maybe robo-brains still have their human counterpart facial structures or even attachments still fully intact. Yeah, let me just knock some of these guys off. Robots coming in now. Didn't have to, sweetheart. Looks like that assembly line is offline. Nothing else? No more arms coming out of that tunnel? Let's examine these and make sure nothing weird is coming out of them. No? Nothing weird? Okay. Nothing weird's coming out of those guys on the assembly line. Okay. Let's get Ada upstairs. Let's get a move on with this operation.
Scan this.
Yes, Miss Ada, scan it. So we could show these people the really terrible end credits. Well, I was at there overwrite the sound. Useful, I'll just come back here and destroy the whole factory myself. Maybe annihilate all living life. Could try to insert some ridiculous music or whatever, but since I have this oscillating Tesla cannon, I don't got too much to worry about. You gonna activate the system, you trash dummy?
Over here.
Plasma cartridges. That looks like a trash can chute.
Nice.
Picked up Mage Ween hammer. Yeah. Oh, it's alright. I assumed you were gonna shoot me, so. Potato, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, you coming or what, man? I'm over here beating up these things by myself while you're sitting over there painting your nails. Jesus Christ. Over here, Ada. Get my ass whooped for free, 99, obviously. They're not around. Just like in Resident Evil 2. My ass whooped for some mediocre you-know-what. And it's gonna go critical. But it's gonna go critical by itself. What's through here? Huh. I assume I'm going the right way, but it's what a horrible horror is happening. Let's go this way, which is the power station A. A nuclear reactor. And no Nuka-Cola. What kind of place is this? You don't have any cola. What broke ass facility is this? Epsilon VI security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Security station and await further instructions. I've been down here almost 4 months now, and I'm already getting bored. I thought it would be exciting to sign up and work for the robotics program, but when I finally got my department assignment, I almost quit. Power station A? Are you kidding me? 4 years of electrical engineering school, and they have me babysit a bunch of generators. I can strip a Mr. Handy or Projectron down to its base parts in under 2 hours, and they stick me here. What a goddamn waste of time. Well, at least you're getting paid top-tier payroll to just sit on your ass and look at some reactors. Talking too sharply during my smoke break, I thought of a way to turn my isolation into an advantage. I've got a buddy in the civilian service who works for a vending company, and he reckoned that I can make a few bucks if I stick one of his cigarette machines down here. It would save everyone a trip all the way to the surface if they're out of smokes, and give me an excuse to say hi to any of the ladies that happen to wander in to purchase some. I'll tell you, Sharp Lee's a goddamn genius. I might even have to comp him a few free packs for his help. It definitely worked out for him. He had all the ass he could have. It took all the trouble to sneak in that machine into my substation just to have Banks over at the substation B start complaining about the smoke. At first I thought he was just jealous that all of the ladies have been hanging around my new cigarette machine during the smoke breaks. Then he showed all his cards when he told me he's going to lodge a formal complaint with Delono if I don't make him happy. He doesn't care about the smoke. Sneaky little thief just wants a cut of the cigarette sales. I'm gonna have to pay him off to keep the brass off my back. Finally got official approval to keep the cigarette machine in my substation. I'm pretty sure the free cartons that found their way onto the general's desk may have had something to do with it. Now Banks can't do a damn thing about it, and he isn't getting a single penny. Looks like the electrical engineer just came out on top for once. Yeah, you're making bank sitting on your ass, and then you're making even more bank doing absolutely nothing on the fly while selling smokes. I think that's a win-win. If I had $20 for every time a motherfucker was jealous of me, I'd probably be a rich-ass bastard. Now I gotta go fight this, the S-slave robots they got down here. What's going on? Beta, beat her ass. Beat her ass. Ah. Ah. Well, I gotta fire them all off now. Didn't really have a choice. Somehow the robot was doing that. Yeah, drink a little bit of soda. Sounds like that's an odd exit point. Proton blast into that damn thing. Power Station B. This guy was so bloodthirsty jealous, he was mad because I had him all the ass. Oh, relax. With the amount of radiation this guy has undergone, this guy's balls is probably equivalent to the amount of radiation you get from a power plant. It'd make absolutely no difference. Considering, you know, the main protagonist is technically a synth. That's funny, because some dude took, what was it, I think 10 years or something like that, or 15 years for him to realize that the protagonist in this game is a synth. Come on, if you can use VATS without the use of a Pip-Boy, then obviously you're a robot. Ain't a goddamn thing that's human about you. It's called an enhanced targeting computer or enhanced combat system. Really need to know too much about an individual if they can go ahead and have enhanced targeting systems without the use of a Pip-Boy. It's a bit abundant whenever you really break it all down.
Yes.
Like, even I knew there was something wrong with using, you know, VATS without, you know, the use of a Pip-Boy, which doesn't officially happen until after you get to that dead guy, who literally is sitting at the entrance of the facility. But that was something I did want to point out. I noticed that whenever I first started playing Fallout 4 that I was able to use VATS without the use of, like...
Closer, but I will not falter. My robots will see to it that no further harm will come to the Commonwealth. I believe that good will always overcome evil. Justice will prevail today.
Sure is. I don't know what this nerd wants, but whatever it is, he must be the loneliest bastard we know. So get on board, Ada. We're taking the weird crane thingy to the other side. This thing is literally teeter-tottering on a living hell. Probably expecting this thing to lift from one zone to another. This probably used to be a massive catwalk. But this crash dummy turned it into a single-line hauler. Like an idiot. Not to mention he got all nervous the minute we pretty much just beat up his robot. So the closer I get to the Mechanist, the more nervous and nerdy he starts to sound. You know, if he didn't blow up and kill all those other geniuses and whatever for leaving this dump...
Over here.
You know, I might actually have some pity on him. But considering he killed all of her friends, and whatever. That's something to get the answer for. Believe me, it's going to be a rough ride for him. So imagine Rough Rider's chicken, but in this case, it's his ass on the end of my gun and me squeezing the trigger. Over and over again with no remorse. Mostly for shooting at me and his crazy robots, well, kind of attacking my settlement whenever I first started. Didn't even know why they were shooting at my place, they just were. It's gonna be like, stop, or I'll scissor you. That's probably how it's gonna be. I'm gonna say, no thanks, bro. I don't roll like that. Let's see what this is. Personal log entry. Major Sergeant G.C. Broderick. Okay, U.S. Army. Military Police Division. Status encoded. They're offloading another set of subjects to us today. I don't know what these men and women did to deserve being sent here, but since they were transferred from civilian penitentiaries, I can only assume they're the worst society has to offer. I don't think these people have any idea what's about to happen to them. One thing's for sure, these prisoners would have been better off serving their time elsewhere. Yep. Believe it or not, in real life, the United States does have weird programs that do incarcerate civilians who never see the light of day in sort of weird programs like this. So it is pretty real. I'm starting to hear rumors around the block that I don't like. Esteban told me he overheard two of the eggheads saying that the prisoners are having their brains cut out of their head or something like that. I know that the brass is running experiments on these inmates, and that they were pretty intense, but I didn't know they were literally cutting them open. I'm not sure how I feel about that. After all, I rejoined the military because I wanted to serve my country and protect my fellow Americans. I guess I'll keep it to myself for now. They mutilated those poor bastards. The rumors floating around the block and are getting worse. One of the informants said that the prisoners are talking about rioting. If the things that they're saying are true, that inmates are getting dissected and the parts used for robots, I almost can't say I blame them. Esteban said we should go right to Gamma IX status, but I don't want to push the panic button unless I absolutely have to. I've decided to take this all the way to the top and meet with the General Rawlings. Criminals or not, those experiments are wrong and they need to be stopped before it's too late. It already is too late, soldier. Raymond Esteban. Personal log entry, Major Sergeant Raymond Esteban, U.S. Army entry, status closed. Broderick got reassigned out of the facility today. I think they have him scrubbing toilets at some backwater listening post in Anchorage now. They put me in charge of this cell block, and I initiated the Gamma IX status. After 2 days, the threat of rioting has ended, and everything is back to normal. The brass gave me the go-ahead to start sending people to the medical section, and everything is proceeding as planned. If we have any hope beating the enemy at their own game, we need to start these robots online. Get these robots online. Who cares what's happening to a few lousy inmates? I told Broderick he needs to fall in line, but he wouldn't listen. Of all people, I would have expected him to understand that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, which is actually a fat load of shit. In America, the needs of the few, i.e. the rich, outweigh the needs of the many, i.e. you, the lower working class. Which basically generates into the words of "you sad shit fucks are screwed," because that's really how your damn world works. Now, would I say I'm screwed? Well, I got nothing to worry about. I'll never end up with somebody's meat puppet experiment. Let's just say the old Rickmeister has a contingency plan where if anything like that were to ever happen to him, he'd blow up in a massive blast. Sparing me any of the horrors. At least it'd be enough to take out a city block if I were to ever explode. But that's if it necessarily needed to be tuned up to that ridiculously of a high level. So for now, it's literally set to a minimal setting to where I'd only blow up my own room, causing minimal damage. You know, I've actually thought about that. What would happen if the particular intelligence of my brain were to be sought out after, or somebody would want to skin my head alive for some reason,
Remind you of brighter days, sir?
just to get my brain cells out. There are things I do know, and the amount of knowledge stored inside of my head is rather subsequently large. I do not want any of those pistols, but I will take the Rad-X. And the stuff that I know, and pretty much a lot of weird things that I've done over the last 10 to 15 years, have subsequently concluded with massive progress. Can I build a spaceship out of robust materials laying around in a junkyard? The answer is yes. Can I build you a pair of hover skates? The answer is yes. Can I build you a pair of anti-gravity material? The answer is yes, however, it does need to get bracketed into your body in order for it to be functional. Otherwise, the cufflinks will just slice through your damn hands, so technically they do have to be attached to you physically. Only a mild operational procedure, but at least you get to fly at higher speeds. I'm not opening this. That bastard turned into a ghoul. Opening this crap and all these ghouls will come to life. Some acid was on one of these poor bastards. Oh. That reminds me. If any of you guys see a 6 to 8 foot long dog, it's not a giant wolf. It's a dog. At least that door won't open. Unless I push the button. But yeah, other than that, that's really all I have to say. As you guys see, it looks like a massive dog. It's not a massive dog. It's just an animal I was taking care of for a little bit, and then it ate an experimental brownie. Like thingy. That'd be like 6 foot tall. Well, not 6 foot tall, more like 6 foot long at maximum if it had a lot of fur or recent hair growth. Subject A22. Age 34, gender male. History, convicted of serial killings in the DC area. Not to be visited alone. Security personnel required for all interviews. Evaluation. A22 shows high brain function but weak constitution. We've been giving him a high protein diet and started sessions of electrotherapy to treat his muscles. It shouldn't be long until his brain survival rate for the procedure is no longer at risk. Subject A53, age 48, female, convicted for arson. Burned down a courthouse, leaving 3 dead. Only approach when sedated. Evaluation. Apparently medical history of dementia. Brain health is likely to decline or skew data. Recommended for termination. Why'd you bring her there if you knew she was 48 years old? Subject A57, cell B6, age 22, female, convicted for the murder of a waitress, prone to sudden outbursts of violence. Recommend subject be restrained at all times or sedated. Evaluation, highly emotional, currently on a cocktail of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. Dr. Alstelford is starting psychiatric sessions to further see if she's a good candidate. She probably killed that waitress. Because, I don't know, maybe her boyfriend cheated on her ugly ass with her. Holding block A, medical observation, cell A4, age 32, gender male, A. Convicted of second-degree murder while under the influence of alcohol. Evaluation, subject displays high intelligence and knowledge of tactics, slight signs of PTSD. Dr. Hastelford to evaluate for treatment. Subject A88, subject A72, age 33, gender female, ex-military, convicted of second-degree manslaughter or assault resulting in a hospitalization and later death of victims. Evaluation, subject is highly intelligent and proved to be mentally sound, approved for candidacy. Subject A88. I'm not choosing A72, you dumbass computer. You're gonna piss me the hell off. Now choose A88. I'm gonna beat your ass. Do you understand that? How's A88 A77? This makes no sense. So then this is like a literal freaking... There's like an error here. Look at that. Subject A88. But it says subject A77. Actual hell. That data is unreliable. Alright, well I guess I gotta kill the gabagoolies down here then.
Picking up
You alright, Ada? I'll be setting these suckers free was only gonna result in freaking crap. Oh, that poor bastard died over there. Died killing himself in his own AC unit. Take the bottle caps though. Word is, all that damn gawking and that's all you buy? Research laboratory. This subject was restrained 24/7, 365 for having eaten Taco Bell without passing gas. Ah, come on, Ada. Come here, Ada. Come here. Come here, girl. Alright, we're on the elevator. You get a robot cookie. Hey, you gonna get off the wall, Holmes? Bust a cap on your ass or something? I'll stay stuck there, so I gotta go ahead and put her on the elevator again. No, 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 no. Set your robotic ass down right here. If you end up stuck on that wall, there's no way to really get you down. me guess. The poor bastard who's called the Mechanist is a robo-brain. Must have been where the auto docs were working on these poor bastards.
Find anything useful?
You count finding trash useful, then I guess so. Look at these jars. Some of them got some brains in there in them. The biofluid. Synthetic biofluid. Man, this must have been where they were cultivating freaking, you know, weirdos. Look at that culture of animals and creatures in Sydney. Literally irradiated freak monkeys. Look at that. That's a death claw. It's an X-ray of a death claw. These people are creating freaks! Freaks of nature. Brains in a jar. Oh man, this guy's got full inventory. Look at all that food. Deconditioning transcript. Successful. No damage to male, age, gender 34. What are you? I can't see. Oh my god. What have people done to me? Girl, calm down, A22. I can't feel my body. I can't feel anything. What's going on? Please. This is horrible. A22, if you don't calm down, I have to turn you off. Turn off? Turn me off? You mean kill me? For the love of God. What the hell have you done? That's the guy's brain. Terminating A22, subject to unstable. Yeah, what were you thinking? You just put his brain in a jar, jackass. A57, female. Frontal lobe damage. Talks to possible frontal lobe damage, origin, gender, blah blah blah. You're designated unit A57, understood? Yes, A57 ready to accept commands. Excellent, A57 initiate command, diagnostic Zeta. A57 understood. 2 minutes pass with no input. This is taking too long. Please respond. Error, no command is providing, and awaiting unit designation. Damn it, I think this one's short term. It shot to hell. Dump it in the furnace. Let's try another. Successful, no damage. Age 30, female, transcript. Correct. Alright, do you have any memories before your service at this facility? Negative, ma'am. Are you certain? Do a deep scan of your memory banks. It's been reported that you are acting irregularly. Scanning now. Please stand by. Error. Unknown fragment detected. Error. What? This can't be real. My arms, my legs, they're gone. What's wrong with me? Switching off. There it is. That was quadrant A9876. 78656 in a temporal lobe. Can we get a tech in here to clear out that long term and tell them to stop being so sloppy about it? So this person remembered who they were. Extraction successful, no damage. 36 male. Transcript. Go on. Recording now. Repeat that again. A124. I said that if you don't put me back in my body, I'm going to kill you. Then everyone else in this place. Interesting. You do realize you're simply a brain attached to a vocal interface. That you don't have the capability to perform those actions. A124. I don't care, I'll find a way, and when I do, you'll be the first to die. Wonderful, simply wonderful. You lack the original body. Your lack of your original body doesn't disturb you? No, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, I'll end all of you. Switching off. Excellent. As soon as we've fleshed the long and short term, this one will be ready. Recommend sending it to Rawlings' tactical team as soon as it's fitted in chassis. I bet it came back and killed that bitch too. Oh man, her body's probably laying around here somewhere too. Maybe I should go looking for it. Oh, look at that. Cerebral reconditioning. Dude, da, 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 da. Once again, thanks to the equipment failures we're getting, pretty backed up in this department. Brain extractors were never made to operate at this capacity. I think they've been running around the clock for the last few weeks. We usually end up with a popped up blade from slicing through a particularly tough skull, or the hydraulics in the pulling arms seize up when the spinal cord isn't fully severed and the brain is pulled out too early. I hope that Girl, that does not yell at us again. This really isn't our fault. Or Coilette, whatever. We all had a pretty good laugh around the extraction department today. Hansel tried mixing some fresh biogel with a little bit of grenadine and vodka and dared all of us to drink it down. It turned out to be pretty good. Kind of thick and sweet with just the right amount of kick. We came up with a little game to try to name the drink, and a whole bunch of the stupid ones came up, of course. But we finally settled on the Extractor Sunrise. Too bad we can't share it with the other departments, but the biogel cost like $1,000 a pint, and I don't think Perlette would appreciate us drinking down some of her budget. Why not? Bitch is already insane. What was that? Log number 3? No, I think that was log number 2. Okay, log number 3. Today was Hellset's birthday, so we made him a brain-shaped cake. Well, sort of. We actually just took one of the extracted brains and covered it with frosting, of course. We didn't tell Hellstet, or Halsted, that. The look on his face when he bit down on the slice we gave him was pretty hilarious. It was a waste of decent subject brain, but the prank was totally worth it. We really had good times down here. I sincerely hope that they don't reassign anyone away from the department. We're all working well together, and our efficiency rating can't get much higher. I chose to fuck with somebody. Womack over and sanitation made an offhand comment that his job having to grab what was left of our test subjects and dispose of them in the furnace felt wrong. Then, not a day later, I was sharing lunch with some of the personnel from the assembly division, and they asked me if pulling the brains from our test subjects' heads ever bothered me. I told them that it didn't. I'm not sure why some of the people on this project are having problems with what we're doing. Maybe they should look for work elsewhere. Look for work somewhere else. Well, it's not like some of these fuckers had really of a choice. Yeah, that'd be poor, broken, probably homeless too. Nevertheless, some bastard got blasted here. You can tell there's a big old stain on the damn wall. On that back wall. Get this antiseptic. Take the ring stand, why not? Robo brain assembly. So I came all the way from over here. I went through all the rooms. I'm just going on a robo brain assembly. I'm gonna take a look at where they assemble all these poor bastards. They got a stim pack in here, so this guy didn't really go too well. You got robo brain chairs. Yes, we sped up everything.
Apologies. They've got lost but not returned.
that. Well, I got max hacking skills, so if I ever need to go do something else and end a lockdown procedure, I could. This might be an alternative path now that I look at it. Robco terminal link password.
That's it.
Warning, Epsilon security breach has been declared. Security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Contamination detected in extraction room. Please notify facility chief of staff medical immediately. View batch status. Contamination. Match 1. Decommission. Simulation. Pass. Assembly complete. Batch 2. Decommissioned. Pass, complete. Hardware updates, modification to improve efficiency. Batch 3. The longevity shown in batch 1. So batch 3 was decommissioned. Batch 4. Updated visual cortex connections for higher recognition, hoping to redeem failings. Batch 3, where motor skills with special awareness was extremely poor. Pass, extraction in progress, analysis, insertion and assembly. Batch 5 hasn't completed yet. Updates to hardware, software to allow for smoother communications between brain and CPU, additional tactical combat capabilities. Okay. Let's go ahead and just pop in here. I probably could have brought that weirdo over here if I really wanted to. Put her in a robo brain like this one. This is the most common robo brain assembly you'll see. It's the fully combat capable one. Those are usually the ones you want to worry about because they can pretty much do a lot of damage in a short amount of time.
Open this.
Load of my oscillating Tesla cannon. This gun's only used to blow up Tesla cars because they're useless. I assume your boy is in here, and his massive security terminal system here. Basically, he's locked away inside of this ginormous system. I'm pretty sure if I activate him, he might end up like Liberty Prime. A massive, uncontrollable, ginormous robot that could probably curb stomp the shit out of you if you really wanted to. Death to communism. Communism is death. Literally his own words. But if you want to know about that video, I have that currently uploaded to YouTube. Freight elevator. So this is that guy's giant robot. You cannot use this workshop yet. Have a pop out power armor. Okay, how about now? Anything? Saltron head, a sentry head.
wonder what
Okay.
you'll build next.
Heads up.
Yes.
I need to take everything you got on you so I can have the material I need to build your robotic ass something helpful. Well, I can build a robo-brain torso just exactly for her work and function, but it wouldn't exactly add up to that. Let's see, Sentry left arm. Do the robo-brain left arm to give me whatever it is I need. Protectron left arm will do pretty well too. I got very limited selection on that. Left laser, cryojet. Left hand automatic laser. Scattered laser. Gamma gun fires radioactive discharges, fires an electron discharge large between target. Left hand lightning gun, heavy flamer fire volatile explosive flames, reduced range. Left hand minigun, exceptional fire rate. And you got the missile launcher. Really does dwindle down her fire rate, the damage. Explosive minigun. Could do the left-hand lightning gun, necessary. But that would cost a bit of material. Right arm is currently a sentry bot arm. Factory armor. Not really sure what I can really do for her. Her legs can probably change too. But this would severely limit her ability to actually operate. Right now, at her current setup, she seems to be rather subsequently abundantly powerful the way she is.
Heads up.
How many?
So right now, she's perfectly fine the way she is. Go deposit all the mods I have on hand right now and give her all the junk I have on hand too while I'm at it. Shows how to hold everything for the time being. But she's engineered to hold like 300 or 400 pounds of weight, or I think it's 550 pounds of weight. Whatever the case be, she can hold a lot of weight immensely. Hold way more than dog meat. Right now, all I'm doing is just reducing my weight to a pretty big chunk. So two things are likely going to happen.
I'll be of service.
One, seem to be not triggering something that's supposed to happen. And two, whatever's supposed to happen here.
Miscreants. You may have infiltrated my sanctum and destroyed my robots, but your reign of terror ends here.
Wait, my reign of terror?
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full might of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all.
This guy reminds me of Ultraman.
Get this done.
Sparks, some backup.
I'm glad I kept this fat Tesla cannon.
We've got
like a freaking robot graveyard,
But I
Holmes.
think you fail to grasp the full reality of your situation. Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come. Struggle all you want. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll deal with you myself. Come, my robots. Destroy him.
I don't think it's gonna work out in this dude's favor. Well, yeah, probably was never gonna work out for him. He was probably meant to die a lonely death.
Power at 82%.
Shut that thing off.
Reserve power at 58%.
Sparks, bring her in. Reroute the fuel tank. Prepare to drop on my mark.
Do, 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 do.
Reserve power at 34%.
Oops.
Bring the coils back around.
Critical power failure is imminent.
Look alive.
Throw everything at him. Everything.
Well, this robot douchebag.
Incoming.
Well, now his robots suck. Look at that. He doesn't have anything. See what happens whenever you let your imagination take over? You end up with trash.
Break the electromagnets.
Now this guy doesn't even have anything to really be facing off with, so, you know, just gonna pull out the old Magnum.
Sparks, bring the
Just to repair this. You're like a sad little robot.
Warning. Warning. Power failure in 10, 9,
Come on.
8, 7,
Looks like Ada's gonna handle all the rest of them.
5,
Anything else I can get here?
3, 2, 1.
Sparks, get the power back on. Emergency power then.
No, considering how it's all smoked up.
I will not rest until I see the Commonwealth free of you.
I'm not a villain. I just want you to hear me out. Face to face.
To what end? So you can crush me as you crushed my allies? Besides, do you truly think I'd leave the safety of my command center?
Don't you want to know the truth?
The destruction you've caused is truth enough.
How can either of us know who's sincere without looking each other in the eye? You can't afford to take that risk.
You're right. The truth must be known. Sparks, with me.
Oh wow, Captain Robot Guy is about to give me my own army, and then I'm gonna shoot him in the face a bunch of times just so I can get all my anger out. I definitely won't. I mean, we've been whooping ass up and down all over these goddamn literal conundrums that we've been facing. So I doubt it. Not the amount of ass whoopery I've been giving this guy's robots. I pretty much let you finish them off, because, you know, they weren't worth it no more once they started coming out in shit condition.
Let's discuss this amicably.
Who are you?
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right. It's time I faced the true enemy of the Commonwealth.
Wow, the attempt failed. Yeah, he still took it off.
There. Now we both know who we're dealing with.
You think I'm the enemy here? I may have busted up your robots, but they're just machines. And they're killing real people out there.
They have taken innocent lives. My friends, they were simple traitors, all dead at the hands of your robots.
Only people that threaten the safety of the Commonwealth. They'd never harm an innocent person. The robots are programmed to protect. Their subroutines are clean. Observe, evaluate, and react accordingly. The testing was thorough. I ran every scenario. All passed.
The robo-brains are murderers. Should I give her slack?
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
No. I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Stop looking at the damn numbers and start taking a good hard look at the Commonwealth.
If you saw them in action, you'd instantly see how wrong you are.
I need to think. You have to believe, with the number of precautions I took, anyone would have concluded it was safe.
Shut up, woman. You're looking at me now. I'm the judge, jury, and Ada over there is your executioner. Really don't know. Keep believing that. Robots.
Open your eyes. Those robots are killing innocent people.
Innocent people? No. I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Oh my god.
Think about it. There's probably a reason these robots weren't in mass production.
The introduction of a human brain creates too many unknown variables. You can't claim to know them all.
I took all the necessary precautions. Innocent lives should never be taken. And the data. They were always reporting hostiles killed and lives saved. No, it's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
The robo-brains require memory wipes?
Yes, the human brain has a way of rewiring itself. If not properly maintained, it can corrupt.
Is that even ethical? Not only are you using human brains, but you're wiping them too?
Why waste a resource that someone died for? Yes, it's a skewed outlook, but it gives that life meaning. Potentially. Over 200 years in preservation may have made them more susceptible to corruption.
Sounds like you're playing with fire when you deal with those things.
It was a risk, but a minor one at the time.
Well, your technicality cost a lot of innocent people their lives.
Judging from the numbers in the data dump, if even a small percentage are innocents. I wanted to help the Commonwealth. And robots are all I know. I found this place and figured I could finally do my part. I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
Yeah, this only ends with violence.
Tell me, why the mask? What's with the mechanism?
I'm not good with people.
That reminds me, you
The
can actually get the
Mechanist
Mechanist
gave me a way to
outfit
put
in
myself
Fallout
out there
76.
without really being out there at all.
I remember seeing somebody with it on.
You're kind of keeping me in suspense here. I can turn this around. I just need a chance.
Your plan backfired. If you're telling the truth, this was one costly accident.
It is the truth. I only ever wanted to make the Commonwealth a safer place. I grew up on a settlement. I've seen how good people struggle against raiders and super mutants. I'd never want to be counted among them. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather this place be in your hands now.
Mechanist.
I should have been more thorough. Use the password to shut down the security. After that, the base is yours. Thank you for understanding.
Hey.
I should have been more thorough.
Wow, so she just breaks down like that. Oh man. And she's like, oh, I got off scot-free. Now as soon as I leave this facility, my life will be intact. But what she doesn't realize is that as soon as she leaves the facility, I'm going to be waiting outside to cap her ass and kill her. Because you killed a bunch of people using a bunch of psychotic robotic brains.
Find anything useful?
Yeah, you know, I found a useless human being staying in my general quarters area. I don't know where the hell that human's going to go. And these robo brains seem to have all frozen in place, so they're all useless. Oh man. Oh, hold on. No, what was it called? Yeah, Val. I need to do something. What's this called? NCL. No, it's something about no clip. I need to look it up because this person's technically stuck here because they're not crouching down to touch the
Senseless
terminal.
waste of perfectly good technology.
Oh yeah, TCL. Turn off no clip. So at this point, I should be able to touch the terminal now. I don't want to end up stuck there, so. Scanning for hostile targets. Targets detected. Terminating hostile targets. Please wait. Scanning for hostile targets. None. System facility faults. Power failure detected. Restoring power. Scanning system faults. Multiple faults detecting. Requesting repairs. Releasing security lockdown done. Epsilon AI security terminal. Security alert terminated successfully. Facility is now under control. Administrator. Unable to initialize the Max lock security door control interface module. Please contact repairs. Oh, her name's Isabel Cruz. Now to go ahead and turn off that because if I didn't freaking turn it on to begin with, I probably would have had issues.
Hey.
Hey, just one more thing. If you have a minute.
Get lost.
What's up?
Just a quick thing. Isabel. That's my name. Isabel Cruz. I just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess. It's the mechanist suit I made.
Wow, her mechanist suit reduces damage from robot by 15%. And the mechanist helmet. If I wear this around, I might get my ass chopped up. Don't want it. You don't have to.
You don't have to do that.
I want to. I need to move on, and this just seemed the right way to handle it. There's one more thing. A much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots of them. My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are, if you're interested.
Seriously? How many robots are out there?
Quite a few. There's a lot of ground to cover on the Commonwealth, so there's kind of a whole bunch out there.
Actually, I'd like to trade a few things.
Oh, okay. Maybe later then, right? Here's what I have.
Oh, she looks really miserable. Well, this is all you got? Your only weapon was a Mr. Handy Buzzblade? Man, you must have really not have done so well. And the stim pack probably would have been your only way of surviving, and that stealth boy probably was your only one-up. Well, she's got a couple of things in here that looks like some things I could use, but not really anything.
Isabel,
You do call
are you
yourself
tracking
the
any more of your
mechanist.
rogue bots?
Tracking? Yes. I can check on that for you.
Do you think there are any more out there?
Well, it's hard to say. I wasn't keeping very close track of how many I released during my mechanist phase. Let's see here. Yes, there's another one out there. Oh, hope it's not too much trouble.
I don't know how many rogue robots you'll have, but you know, this is pretty interesting. Oh, look, I can build iBot pods. However, it really roughly translates into I can now build iPods. I'll leave her that. How about none? Because I don't feel like reading all that. The mechanist. Wow, she actually went through a lot of trouble making that. Centric bot must have been her favorite. Probably when she discovered this facility. After 200 years of age, the Unstoppables, outclassed by the Mechanist. Oh, and she made her own thing too. This is just a kid who wanted to be a superhero. And she decided to pick on my ass, calling me a supervillain. That's some shit. Like, halt there, supervillain. Yeah, that's real great. You're only a supervillain of something that you got no clue to. It really makes your head spin when you realize you're the villain. You know, it's like whenever somebody makes you out to be the villain and you're not even the villain of that story arc. Yet, just by default, you just so happen to be the villain of the story arc. It's like whenever you're in high school or in junior high and all of a sudden you're the supervillain because you don't talk to nobody.
That's it.
Now, if you're wondering by what I mean by that, well, I'm just telling you a little bit about my personal self. Just because I talked to nobody and I had no friends, as everyone else declared, I was the supervillain. The school villain. He's the school villain. Yeah, the guy who talks to nobody because he doesn't want to hear the problems of others is the supervillain. Yeah. Yeah, super genius. Yeah, you're so super genius. You're so smart. You make pigs look intelligent. It's kind of what I used to tell people.
Look alive.
What can I do for you? Your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
Would you be disappointed to hear that I let her live?
I do have conflicting outlooks if that is the case. But I trust your judgment. If she lives, she does so with the guilt of what she's done.
The Commonwealth is safe. It doesn't have to fear the Mechanist any longer.
A successful mission, then. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
She was fooled by her own logic. She really thought she was saving people.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking by creating them. Many good people endured suffering and death because of the Mechanist. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
Mistake to spare her. Well, she's an idiot. She's good at heart. She had good intentions. Mistake to spare her, huh? Well, she had good intentions, but stupidity.
She had good intentions. She was simply misled.
Even good intentions need checks and balances. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain that damage would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Yeah. Isabella Cruz is gonna be taken out back and then have this fist bashed into her skull so many times that she's gonna be dead. Alright. And then, well, that's not my problem. Alright, time to not give a crap about the Mechanist quest.
Going down.
Yeah, hurry up. I'm trying to get in this musty old elevator.
Useless. Jammed. No use.
Oh yeah, you want to bet? And now it is unlocked. And now I can open the musty hatch. Hey, get inside the elevator, Ada. I'm not done with you.
Security screening. 3.
Alright, man. We're out of here. This whole dump is finished. Finito. Alright, time to storm out. Alright. Well, Isabella could sit down there by herself. She had the saddest looking face on her face, and then her Mechanist days are over. Yeah, they're gonna be over because if you don that mask again, it's gonna be bashed into your skull. So, you know, as soon as Isabella starts to don that mask again, I'm gonna bash her skull in with my freaking rusty knuckles on my freaking power armor. I'm gonna drag her ass. Alright, time to go over here to this dump. Ooh, look at that salesman. Alright, Ada.
Yes. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, sure will. I need you to give me all my crap while I put it all in here. Everything I looted will go inside of this inventory space. I need to take that purified water, though. The adjustable wrenches are coming with me. Everything else could stay here, just as extra material for this little place. But all the extra crap that I need, that's all gonna go with me. You know, basically the stuff I can sell is all gonna come with me. And guess where I'm going with all this pointless crap? You heard it. That's right. We're taking all this pointless crap to a very special place. I went to that vault to go sell all this extra BS. I just need to make sure I take only the tools with me. Oh man. That the guy will buy. The saws, the screwdrivers, he's gonna buy. Don't need no spatula because that's not necessarily needed. Plenty of wonder glue in this dump. Plenty of that. I'm not sure he'll take a yardstick, but we'll leave it at that right there. Alright, we're going straight over to Vault 81. Because we gotta sell all the merchandise we got on us. Then we're gonna come right back over here and build some extra crap. Like maybe a 2-story house. What are you guys, like security cameras or something? I don't know, that's Vault 81. They probably had them dig their way out right after the cave had originally caved in. You see the scaffolding is there, and then you can see this right here. So this probably went down further, but they decided to dig upward.
Don't try it.
Fuck you say to me, son?
Sounds like they're,
I'll blow your giblets out, homie.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down in the meadows.
Stay safe, sir.
Yeah, that's more like it. Over there talking stupid to me. They're about to find out what it's like. Wakaka! Pop their asses clean with this rifle. Bink, 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 bink.
Be a regular.
Oh look, wrench. There's a screwdriver in here too. Let me sell you back your own tools, homie.
Yeah, here you go.
Perfect. Keep an eye out. We could always use more.
Let me sell you back your tools, homie. Look at that, 9,078. I've just been selling this guy his own tools for quite a few minutes. You probably won't realize it yet, but I've definitely been raking in the dough. Now, if you're asking me, do I stay at this place? The answer is a resounding hell no. I do not stay at this place. Alright, I can leave Ada, the robot, behind and go ahead and probably grab dog meat and go hang out with dog meat instead.
Huh? Is that your Pip-Boy?
If you ask me that question again, son, I'm going to be boom, 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 right into your balls, son. All it takes is one to lose it all. Dude's like, is that your Pip-Boy? Is that your face? That guy in his mass production virginity is getting on my nerves, asking about that's my pit boy. Mass production virginity. Oh man, I should keep that one. Next time I see somebody, I'll tell them that. They start talking to me all crazy. I'll just tell them. Oh man, that exact thing. Them and their mass production virginity is getting on my nerves.
Human carry so much. Strong only need hammer.
Nothing I hate more than a little scumbag.
Hey,
Yes, sir?
Ada.
Here you are. I hope these help.
Hey,
How may I be of... Did you require my assistance?
it's time for you to go.
I wouldn't recommend that course of action, but you're in charge.
Hey,
Yes, sir?
wait there.
I'll get it done.
I don't think I left anything else on her. Oh, not all these mods need to go sitting somewhere, so let's go ahead and just dump all these mods into here. They'll be abundantly available. After all that fighting, let's take a look and see what the damage. Not a lot of damage when I really look at it. I didn't take too much. Okay, we'll leave it there. This power armor is out of service from now on. Oh man, I dumped the casual outfit. The mechanist armor, 72 damage absorption and 72 electrical absorption. 13 damage absorption and 13 electrical absorption. Silver Shroud costume is alright. Troubleshooter's left arm, summer shorts. Don't really need anything else. Cryo mine. Fragmentation grenade, frag mine, 308 combat sniper rifle, western, never-ending western revolver, plasma mines, quad barrel missile launcher. Don't really need that, but I did take it out for a spin for a little while. A laser rifle, pretty helpful, but considering I don't use it no more, it's gonna sit down for a little while. I got my Tesla rifle and the gainer. I'm going to put away this nasty harpoon gun because nobody's ever going to touch that thing. It's like a neglected baby. Even in Fallout 76, I have a harpoon gun and I don't even want it. It literally stays neglected.
Dog meat. Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Well, so I don't have to really make that selection. We'll just send Ada to Sanctuary Hills. I would send her to County Crossing, but there's no robot repair station over there.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Now, if I slap Ada on board, we can take a look at her mods, which is the MSAT, Or Assaultron head can go to Assaultron laser head.
Nice job with those defenses. I got
Torso
nothing else I
goes
need
right
right now. I think Preston may want to chat.
Sensory torso. Superior health, vulnerable to overheating. Now, when they're vulnerable to overheating, they're vulnerable to exploding when they get too hot. Which is the reason why they explode whenever they have electronic damage and stuff like that. So, likelihood of her exploding from being overheated are really high.
My systems are continuing to function.
This right here is my personal area where I work all the material. Now, I'm not sure what can happen here, but I seem to don't have the required ammo crafting blueprint. So I'll have to leave it behind until I get the required ammunition crafting blueprint for this particular gun. Literally, basically like a Lincoln's repeater. Alright guys, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Wobbly Rigs, you know, live stream, or Wobblies, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for dropping by. Make sure to smack that like button, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends or whatever, and have you guys a great Saturday or Sunday, wherever it is you are in the world. And enjoy your weekend. Wobbly's going to go offline for a little bit because I pretty much already did all that I could, and I was pretty much covering the Mechanist arc of the storyline for this particular segment. I did it throughout a series of live streams. I would have done it through recording videos, but recording data takes a lot of time and a lot of business, of which I really don't have. Thanks for tuning in. Let me go ahead and save it right here. Don't forget to hit the like button. And thanks for tuning in.